All right, guys, so for the purpose of videoing and catching it on camera, I decided to show you the cleaning process with a piece of glass out of the vehicle, make it a little easier for our photographer to catch it instead of climbing all over top of a car. So cleaning, first step, we're just gonna do a basic clean. I'm gonna use my slip solution. And for me, I've got J&J Baby Shampoo, about 2.5 pumps. To this bottle, 24-ounce bottle, and I'm just gonna use my regular scrub pad. So I'm gonna soak the window down. A little trick I learned a long time ago is when you're cleaning with the scrub pad, if you actually put the palm of your hand directly on the glass while you're cleaning, you'll actually feel things that stand up and abrasions, and then you can come back to it and clean it, whether it's with a single-edged razor blade, steel wool, magic eraser, whatever it may be. If you're going to use steel wool, make sure you use quad aught 40 steel wool or you'll scratch the glass. So we're going to clean the entire glass. This is the initial clean, edge to edge. You also want to make sure the outside of the car is somewhat clean, especially the area directly around your working area. So the roof of the car, your A-pillars, the hood of the car. So we're going to scrub that down one time real good. Like I said, if there's anything really difficult, we need to come back to it and focus on it. All right, and then we'll use our cleaning squeegee. Remove the water and the soap. We've got a couple more steps of squeegeeing, so I'm not super concerned about getting every last drop. This is just so we can inspect a clean windshield. We want to look for stress cracks down in the corners. We want to look for heavy chips that may have started to star or spread, or cracks that are running, because obviously if we apply a bunch of pressure to it, we chance spreading that crack. Okay, next step, we're gonna go to using the magic eraser and 90% isopropyl alcohol. So on your newer high-end cars, a car that you've had done with ceramic coating, a car that you've put Rain-X on, or any type of glass protection, or sealant on the glass, you want to try to strip as much of that off as possible. So we found that the magic eraser works really well, 90% isopropyl alcohol. You guys see I use different size bottles. That's just so I don't accidentally grab the wrong bottle. If you use this bottle during the installation and it gets under the film, you will flash the adhesive and burn it. It creates a very big mess, and you've ruined your film. So keep this 90% away from your film. So once we're done cleaning with this, we will clean 2 more times with the soapy water and shampoo mix, our slip solution, just to rinse this out. Same thing, I'm gonna use the bottom of my hand and feel for any tall spots or abrasions on the glass. And then we're gonna go back to the squeegee. All right, so a little glass magic for you guys. The next step, we're gonna go through and try to rinse any of that alcohol away. In the event during the cleaning process, you've got a pit on the windshield, so an abrasion on the windshield, and you can feel that the edge is standing up. You can take it. I suggest using a straight edge stainless steel razor. Problem is, a lot of people don't understand. You can't scrape back and forth in one motion. You have to go one direction and then lift, another direction and lift. So if you take that abrasion and you hit it from all angles, what you're doing is you're knocking that edge down, which will give the adhesive of the film a chance to actually fill that abrasion in instead of turning it into a fisheye. So that's just a little tip if you've got a few dings on the windshield that aren't cracked and you can feel the edge standing up on. So other than that, we've just cleaned with the alcohol. We're gonna clean with the slip solution again. And purpose is not just to be overly clean, but also to try to remove any residual alcohol that's still on the windshield. We don't want it to flash with the adhesive of the film. And there's no such thing as too clean. You want this windshield, the cleaner the windshield, the cleaner the install. That also goes for your surroundings, airflow. You want to minimize airflow. You want to minimize dust. You want to minimize movement around the vehicle while you're doing the install and while you're stripping the liner, which is why it's so important to keep the film, the liner, and the windshield extremely moist during the initial tack. Also keeping lint away, so lint-free towels, whatever you wipe the car down if you're gonna wash it before you do your install. Very key. All right, looks like we're pretty good. We're gonna squeegee it down one more time, and then we're ready to install. And it's ready for install.